Hello and welcome back to our Dwarven playthrough, and we're here in the runesmithing area because we are of course going to be making some wonderful enchantments for our helmet and our shoulders, because we didn't do that last time, so we're going to be calling them, you know, same thing. So weapon broker, no, weapon breaker, there we go, thank you. I mean, he's not selling weapons, is he? No. So we're going to call that weapon breaker helm. I don't see the point in saying helmet. And yes, 275. Look at that, 270. Oh well, 274 actually. 274. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, so let's do the shoulders, and we'll do more of that. There we go. And then we're going to be calling them the same thing. Weapon breaker shoulders. I don't care about saying pads. And there you go. 4 skill points. 278. Look at that. 278. I'm very, very impressed. Hopefully we're going to be able to get to 300 at some point soon. Or at least I don't know. Maybe it's going to be possible. Maybe it's not going to be possible. For me personally, it feels like it's probably not going to be doable. Really, not in this episode at least. Maybe sometime soon. I don't know. Anyway, some people have said let's get a shield, right? Let's get a dwarven shield. I actually don't know if there are any specific. Here we go. Yes, there we are. Okay, so there is actually a dwarven shield. There you go. Fantastic. All right, so we got one of those. I should probably get a dwarven one-handed weapon. What do you think? Dwarven one-handed weapon would probably make sense, right? I think so. Anyway, let's go with this helmet. There we go. Shoulders. There we are. Okay, fantastic. A complete full set of weapon breaker, in magically enchanted gear. Yes. Magically enchanted gear, and I'm very, very pleased about that. So yeah, we're in a great position right now. Let me actually just see if there's anything here that I could potentially get that might be good. But I mean, I could probably make something better, couldn't I? I mean, a one-handed would probably be a lot better for us. And I actually wonder, can I enchant a shield? That actually, you know what? Can I enchant this shield? If I can enchant the shield, that would be absolutely insane. That would be really, really cool, actually. Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Am I doing something really, really ridiculous right now? Because generally what I could do is I could go to one of the engineer guilds, or one of the guilds in general, and then we could, maybe we could get a shield from there, which would be actually so much better, right? Let me have a look. No. Okay, we're not getting anything lucky there. We are getting some crazy, crazy trollhammer launchers, though, and various other things, as you can see right there. Generally, obviously, this would be fantastic if I was using a gun. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be using a gun. Well, I mean, I just can't use it. I just can't use it because I literally have such little gunpowder skill. Actually, what I will be doing is, if at some point in the future we don't really have much that we can do, as in, like, if there is a bit of stagnation in our series, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, you know what, let's just go and try it out, you know, let's just try it out and see what we can do about getting some gunpowder level ups and stuff like that. And I'll try to see if I can find a handgun that I can actually use. I'd have to buy this one. I would literally have to get this one. So I think that's what I'll do right now. I will literally just get that right here. And I do need to get some dwarf bullets. There we go. And I think we should be fine. Okay, that's great. So what we're going to do now is literally punch this guy in the face, because that's what I do every single time I try to exit from some random NPC. That's great, isn't it? And we're just going to go into the enchantment guy, because I want to see whether we can actually enchant everything else. Right, so if we can enchant our one-handed and our shield and potentially other things as well, then that would be pretty insane, right? Oh, wait a minute, we have some gear here we could get. What about shields? No, they don't have shields available. Okay, so they just have, as you can see right here, just, you know, this, which obviously, you know, in the grand scheme of things, is obviously pretty good, but its weapon reach is really, really little, so I'm not a terribly big fan of that. I do like weapon reach being quite long, because then you can actually manage to hit cavalry and stuff like that. And obviously, as we've seen, I already have all of the Ironbreaker stuff, which is the best that we can possibly get. I don't think there's anything here that is actually better. No, it isn't. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. So I was just checking to make sure that I wasn't missing out on any, what is it now? Any shields. So yeah, I wish to use your forge. There we go. Okay, I will now go over. Let me see. Where's my shield right here? Where is my shield that I just bought? See, I need to sell. That's the thing. I definitely need to sell. I'm assuming, actually, that it's at the top, isn't it? Alright, so there you go. I actually found it, and indeed, as you can see right here, yes, there are enchantments that we can add to this, which is crazy. Look at this, 25% chance to knock down foes when blocking melee hits. That's insane. 5% physical resistance, 33% extra shield HP even. 10% physical resistance, 30% chance to knock down foes when blocking melee hits. That's actually insane. 70% chance to knock down foes when blocking melee hits. Oh, and you need blessed water. Of course. Of course I need blessed water. Okay, well, I could just get this. This is pretty terrible, though, so I'm not actually going to do that. That is really quite sad, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see right here, I could even get enchants for our pistol, which is actually crazy. So, for example, if I wanted to extra fire damage, extra missile speed, 200% extra headshot damage. That sounds really, really good, actually. And I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to do this. Head wrecking. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Headshot. Exclamation mark. There we go. I got a point. Really? What? Just 1 point? I was kind of hoping that we'd get a little bit more than that, but well, never mind. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. All right. Yeah, so we're going to just head out of there. But it's nice to know that there are actually shield enchants that we can get, because I'm very, very interested in trying to get as many enchants as possible. I am going to need blessed water. Someone said that you can get them. You can get it from Wissenland, I believe. I'm not entirely sure where they are. Is it them? Yes, it's them over there. All right, yeah. So that's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure if we can actually declare war against them ourselves. I mean, we're going to have to go over here and have a look. Yeah, no. We are actually capable of proposing a war against them. That would be kind of interesting. Huh. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Anyway, I'm just going to go into the trade screen real fast. I'm actually just going to do a bunch of management stuff right now, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm actually in the other dwarven town, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a workshop or two, because we actually have 2 additional spaces. I didn't even realize this. So we've been just randomly running around with only 3 workshops. That's obviously very inefficient, considering we have artisan community as a perk. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to buy this guy's. I wish to buy your silversmith. Yes, not your smilver sith, but yes, your silversmith. Thank you. So yes, we will be getting that. Not entirely sure if it's actually going to be any good, as in if it's going to be profitable, because as far as I'm aware, there aren't any silver producing villages nearby, but I kind of have to. I kind of have to do that, so might as well. And we're also going to get a wood workshop too. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Come on now. Let's load. Let's load. Come on now. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we're going to just buy this. 22,000. There we are. Okay, fantastic. And there we go. We're 100% done with that. Now all I need to do is head on down. I'm going to try to do the Beastman Herdstone again, because that's going to get me some additional runes, or at least I hope so, because some people have said that generally you can actually get runes consistently from the Herdstones and doing various events like that. And I'm kind of intrigued. About that. Let me actually just see what's going on here. Ah. Okay. Yes. Alright, I'm not entirely sure whether I really want to... Yeah, I don't really care about any of this. What is going on here? Okay, interesting. Preventive medicine, I guess. Yeah, well built. There we go. All right, fantastic. Did I actually spend my career points, by the way? Yep, I did. Okay, and I have 0. All right, so what I'm actually going to do right here is, amusingly enough, this guy literally just dissolved the alliance. I'm not entirely... Oh, okay, yeah. Are we actually at war against them still? Yes, we are actually at war against them. So let's just make an alliance right here. I'm actually not gonna... I'm gonna abstain from, you know, voting on this. But yeah, we're gonna make a new alliance with the Dwarven faction that is really, really close to us, because I want to make sure that if we do get attacked, or if anyone gets attacked, that we have a significant amount of people nearby that can actually help us. Okay, yeah, so the Hearthstone is actually still out of commission. That's fine, though. That's actually okay, because what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to plan on attacking Wissenland. Let's see if we can make that work. Alright, so there it is. We've actually declared war against them, and we're going to see how we do. Honor your alliance with this against the... What? I have no idea. Yeah, sure. I'm not I'm not going to vote on this because I barely have any influence left. So we're just going to try to, you know, we're just going to support them, of course. We're going to support them, but we're obviously going to be a little bit careful with what we do with our costs, our various costs. And I'm actually going to go in here. Wait a minute. Ooh, wait a minute. I went all the way over here instead of going to the closest fief. Let me see if I can actually make this work. I don't know whether we can make it work, but 281 should be... I don't know. I feel like we should be able to do this if... I mean, look, 4 days, right? 4 days worth of food remaining. I feel like we should be completely fine. We've got... for some reason, this guy is getting medicine skill. Okay. That's interesting. And we got throwing skill as well. Alright. Yeah, anyway. We are now going to be building some wonderful trebuchets. I'm going to try to get the walls down, or try to starve them out if we can. I mean, I only have 121 people. It's extremely... Well, I would say it's kind of dicey, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that the Empire is going to come along with a massive army. Alright, so it's time for us to go into the siege, and hilariously enough, we actually have an ally. Yes, we have an ally of over 1,700 troops, and I'm actually, well, I'm pretty shocked, to be honest. I'm pretty shocked that we even, well, had anyone close by, or that they even wanted to do something like this, because they don't seem to be that active, you know? They don't seem to be that active in regards to their, well, assisting nature, you know. They don't seem to really be wanting to do that. Now, funnily enough, you know how I enchanted my shield, right? Or I didn't enchant my shield, but you know how I had a shield? Well, I didn't re-equip it. So, yes, we're now going to be without the... Ooh. What? How am I swinging this so fast? It feels really, really fast to swing right now. That's pretty crazy. All right. Well, whatever the case... yeah, my shield is currently unequipped, so I will be equipping that very, very soon once I have the ability to go back into my inventory, of course. And, well, at this point, I actually have a pretty insane amount of ward save, as far as I'm aware. So I should be taking very little damage across the board here. This is actually crazy. I'm not entirely sure. Where are all the enemies? Because it feels to me like we're not really having too many to worry about right now. And it feels like I'm actually just walking through them right here and actually just murdering everything in sight. And indeed, there you go. We've leveled up. And look at my two-handed skill. Yes. My two-handed skill is leveling up and my athletics is leveling up. I'd love to be able to get to 275 in athletics. That would be amazing. Ah, it seems like I have to go up here. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just deal with this guy. That is a pretty hard enemy, but thankfully, because we are using this amazing weapon. That guy just shot me with a gun. That guy literally just shot me with a gun, and it did 6 damage. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is a full set. Just bear that in mind. This is a full set of armor that provides us with 7% physical resistance. Not sure if you can get better runes. I'm assuming you can, but let's just say this is seeming very, very strong right now. Unfortunately, I'm unable to deal with these guys that easily, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, obviously, as you can see right there, as long as they lower their shields, it is pretty easy for us to deal with them. But if they have their shield up, it's a little bit of a different story, isn't it? Yes, a little bit of a different story. So there we go. Nice little bonk on the head there. And for some reason, we're getting we're taking a lot of casualties. I don't actually know why that is. It feels to me like we shouldn't really be taking casualties at all. But yeah, that's just how it goes. We're getting some friendly fire there as well, but I don't really care. As we can quite clearly see, I literally don't take any damage. I am literally not taking any damage whatsoever, just purely because of this armor that we're wearing. We are so heavily armored. I'm actually wondering I actually wonder if it's even possible for me to die right now. I think it is, obviously, but it's going to need a significant amount. I mean, look at that. I just got shot in the shoulder. I'm not even bothering with a shield. Imagine if I had a shield, right? Imagine if I had a shield. This would be, well, it would basically be impossible, I'd say. It would be impossible for me to be eliminated, I think. Can I jump? Yeah. Oh, I almost made it. I almost made it. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to jump onto the roof there, so that I wouldn't take any falling damage, but that's okay. We also have strong legs, of course, and strong legs is also going to reduce the amount of damage that we take from these kinds of maneuvers, as you can see right there. And yeah, I think we're basically done. Yeah, it looks to be pretty simple. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to sweep across Wissenland for the most part pretty easily here. As you can see, we did get 14... Oh, nice. 24 influence, 14 right now. Not too bad. And as you can see, this guy is obviously coming over here and basically being like, yes, good work, sir. And I'm like, yes, good work. And we're just moving on. I'm not going to take these prisoners because I want to spend quite a bit of time in enemy territory. Now, let's just see here. What am I currently using? No, I like decreasing range damage taken. That's so much better in my opinion. Now, I'm kind of hoping... No, Blessed Water. No Blessed Water right here. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get Blessed Water at some point because, well, we need it. We need it for some of our stuff, don't we? Yes, we need it for some of our stuff. Did I just sell my shield, by the way? Yeah. I sold the shield that I just made, that I just enchanted. Yes. Oh, no, actually, I didn't. Oh, there it is. No, never mind. I didn't even enchant it. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, great. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to equip my gun. It's called Headshot, as you can see, and the Dwarven Bullets. And we're going to try and see if we can maybe level up our gunpowder skill a little bit. I did level up just now, so maybe I can spend some focus points in that or something. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to do that, to be honest. I mean, generally, I do feel as though it is a good idea, just purely because we have spec'd so much into discipline as it is. And you can see here that, you know, I mean, come on, you know, this is like synergy, you know, hashtag synergy if you're going to do that. And, oh, ignore pain. Yes, give me that as well. Ignore pain is absolutely fantastic, please. Thank you very much. We're also going to go for thick hides. Thick hides, obviously, plus 5 hit points to all of our troops. This is also the reason why I personally believe that medicine skill is absolutely amazing if you're going to be playing as the dwarves, but obviously I went in a slightly different direction this time around. So the question is, do I want to level my discipline, or do I want to level intelligence, or do I want to level vigor or something like that? I think I need to level vigor to be able to get to 250. Yeah, I think I might need to, but the thing is, I'm actually not entirely sure if we even need to right now, because what we could do is if I really wanted to be super min-maxy, which I'm not really that... I don't really need to, right? You know, I don't really need to. We're pretty effective as it is, but if we really wanted to be super efficient, what we would do is we would go and spec out of endurance in this tree here. Oh no, actually, wait, no. It doesn't look like we can actually do that. Oh no, never mind. No, never mind. Okay, yeah, we are going to actually go for vigor here then. There you go. It made my choice for me. And we're also going to be putting a focus point into gunpowder here, even though it would probably be a smarter idea for me to go for medicine skill. I feel like our troops are pretty hardy as it is, so maybe they don't even need additional help. I don't know, but yeah, we did just gain 2 perks that are significant in regards to their survivability increases. You know, it's going to be pretty crazy. So we are going to make our way over to here, and we are just immediately going to take this. I am going to restore... Yeah, we might as well restore ourselves. Why not? And we're going to get a little save here. Now, the question is, how much food do they have in here? 33 days. Okay, so we're definitely going to need Kazran to come over here. He is actually coming over here right now, so that's pretty fantastic. Now, the question is he going to charge in before any of this stuff is actually built? Because he did that before. The question is, I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. I think it is actually a good idea, considering we have 1,500 troops. I mean, how can we say no? I also have a gun this time, so I think that might be quite fun, right? I think that might be quite fun. I can't participate in Kingdom Decisions right now, of course. Yeah, I probably should have done that beforehand. And what of this? Make peace with the Karak and Castle Drakenhof. Alright, I didn't even know we were at war against another dwarven faction. That's kind of weird, I guess. Is it? Is it kind of weird? I don't know. Maybe they do fight each other, but yeah. I can't do anything about these trebuchets being out here now because this guy is obviously just leaving them out there. I suppose it's okay, though, because we do have a significant amount of engineering skill. And this is obviously the first time that we have besieged a dwarven stronghold, or at least I think it is. Is it? Is it the first time? I think so. I think so. So here we go. This is where we actually get an opportunity to see what it's like for the other side when they try to take our stuff. We do seem to have a pretty, well, pretty easy time, actually. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. I need to reload this before I fire it? Oh, okay. Boom, 99 damage. That was literally... Wow, that's crazy. That's actually really, really crazy. Because I can now do... Whoa, we can do so much damage. And obviously, I do have it one-handed as well. My one-handed isn't actually even terrible. I mean, it's not great. You know, I mean, let's just say it. You know, it's not great. But I think it's doable. You know, it's a nice weapon that I can use pretty much anytime I like. And you can see here, obviously, the two-handed is much better. It just absolutely wrecks everything. But yeah, wow, this is a nice layout. I gotta say, really, really like the layout already. Loads of really nice places that we can run to. I'm actually wondering, how do we progress further into the keep? I guess we gotta go round. Do we go round here? Yeah, there it is. All right, nice. Now let's see if we can find some additional enemies. I mean, the funny thing is, I feel like I really want to find enemies, but let me just see if I can reload this real quick. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna... I was gonna snipe that guy, but he actually just decided to like run away again. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? Ah, hello. Yes. There we are. There they are. Nice headshot. Or a neck shot, as I said. Okay, so let's have a look here. Ooh, nah, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. It's just way too far away for me. Maybe I can... oh, hello. Yeah, well, we can do a little bit there. Unfortunately, I just don't have a huge amount in gunpowder right now, so obviously it's gonna be pretty annoying to gain skill. But I'm actually pretty pleased that the reload speed is not as bad as it could be. There we go, nice headshot. Okay, I'm just going to try to eliminate some of these people just to make sure that we reduce the amount of damage we're going to take. Funnily enough, my damage taken is so little right now because we just have so much physical resistance. It's insane. I'm literally taking 1 damage every single time I get hit. And, I mean, really, that's crazy. You know, that's actually amazing. So, yeah. Well, one thing we're actually going to do, I'm going to place my anvil down here. Might as well. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit weird placement, but that's fine. And we're just going to play this right here, and then I'm just going to use this and do some damage. It did damage to 39 people. Yeah, it did 39... well, it did damage to 39 people, which is pretty nice. But obviously, unfortunately, didn't really kill people. I don't have a huge amount of damage with it for some reason. But we did buff our troops, which is kind of nice. I like that. And we should be absolutely fine to just continue onward here. Maybe I can even do some nice little cleaving attacks here. Because despite the fact that... well, I did say that we don't have cleave, but it's actually a... we have like a minor cleave effect, right? We have a minor cleave effect right now with our hammer, so it does actually hit multiple people sometimes, but not all the time. So that was the reason why I was like, yes, I really want to get my hands on something really, really cool like that. Let's see if I can do some damage. There we go. I actually did some damage to something and actually ended up killing it. That's pretty funny. Let me just cast this. I'll cast this. I'm just casting everything that I can right now just because. And there we have it. Okay, so I think we are basically done. Yep, there we go. We are actually done with this as well. We are capturing things really, really quickly here. And this is primarily because, of course, our allies are coming over to us and actually assisting us in these endeavors. If they didn't do this, I'm not entirely sure if we'd be able to. I think I would be able to, personally, because for some... Well, I mean, our character is just really, really strong right now. We really are taking such little damage. And the funny thing is, I don't even have the maximum in athletics right now. If I had the maximum in athletics, I would have even more HP. I have 184 right now, as you can see right there, and it even shows you how much you're even going to gain from enchanted items. I would be gaining an additional 25, just to put that in perspective, an additional 25 HP from the athletics skill tree once we get that maxed out, which is kind of close. I mean, it's not super close, but kind of close. We're going to remove the movement speed or movement speed penalty of wielding shields, because we're not ever going to be mounted, so basically pointless. And otherwise, let's have a look here. Yes, there we go. While on foot and using a pistol, your accuracy penalty. I'm not even using a pistol right now, so you know that's obviously fine. But we're never going to be mounted, so having any kind of mounted perks is basically pointless. And we're otherwise going to be going for, let's see, double the morale bonus. Yes. Okay, so it actually looks as though we are going to get assistance from Kazran here at Kreutzhofen, and hopefully we're even going to be getting, maybe, we might, I don't know whether he's going to decide to do this. I'm actually just going to let him build whatever he wants to build. I could have technically queued up some trebuchets and stuff like that, but that doesn't really make any difference. I mean, you know, they go in way too early anyway. They go in way too fast, and it basically makes no difference whatsoever if we decide to build the trebuchets anyway, because they just don't take advantage of it. So, anyway, hopefully what we're going to have here is a bit of a starve out. I hope that he's not going to go in too early. If he does go in early, then we will have a bit of a problem, maybe a bit of a problem on our hands. I mean, obviously, we personally have survived almost every single time, just purely. Actually, we have survived every single time ever since we enchanted our gear, which is pretty immense, actually, to even think that. And yeah, we're of course still gaining Oath Gold every single day, as you can see right there. We are still gaining Oath Gold. We're gaining 9 Oath Gold every day, which is pretty amazing in itself. I love actually having that ability now, because it means that I don't really have to worry so much about converting grain or converting troops or anything like that, because, well, let's face it, that's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying to do that, but, you know, as I said, I did think that converting dead eyes and stuff like that, it felt pretty nice. It felt pretty easy in comparison to going and getting grain. Because the funny thing is, the travel time was the main reason why I was, you know, not so pleased about that. Ah, and there's a crash. Whoa, alright, so we actually got into the siege. I'm actually surprised about that, because it was on the loading screen for a little bit of time, and I thought maybe there's some weird thing that's causing it to hang or whatever, but no, it's okay. We're here, and we are hopefully going to be able to do some big damage. Now, obviously, this is going to be a pretty long drawn out one, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. I was kind of hoping that our forces would, well, kind of wait a little bit of time, but they decided not to do that, so I now have to kind of, well, I have to kind of see what they're going to do with the ladders and everything. Oh, we do have a battering ram. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, and we also have a siege tower. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Well, as you can see, we are now suffering a pretty significant amount of casualties. Hopefully, we're going to be able to... Oh, hello. Let me clear out these fellows. Oh, for some reason, why is my swing speed so slow now? You notice that? Why is my swing speed so slow? That's kind of weird. Alright, that's completely different from how it was beforehand. Did I have like a buff or something like that was causing my swing speed to increase? Maybe that was what was happening. I don't know. Ah, now it's fast. Now it's fast. Okay, maybe we had some kind of I don't know, some kind of weird debuff maybe. Oh, hello. What is this guy? Where did he come from? Did you see that? What? There's no ladder there or anything. I thought he came up the ladder, but no. Okay, there's a huge amount of demigriffs and riders of griffins and so on and so forth, and that's really not very nice. That is actually kind of dangerous. I'm just going to continue trying to eliminate people that are around here. Ah, hello. There's actually a fellow over there. I would like to do damage with my gun. There we go. Nice. Nice hit. That was a headshot and he didn't die. He didn't die from that. Can you believe it? Ah, yeah, he's a grenade launching guy. Alright. Yeah, we're actually starting to take quite a bit of damage right now, so I think I should stop messing around a little bit. I say messing around, but we did get 8 skill points with gunpowder with that one headshot, so I feel like that was pretty decent, right? That's pretty okay. Now we are going to try to do as much damage as we can. I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible with our kills. Unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit problematic, just purely because we don't really have cleave, like I said. Cleave would be fantastic for a siege situation like this. But obviously, as it stands, yeah, we don't really have that right now. So we're just going to have to make do with the default cleave abilities. And as you can see, yeah, we're starting to take some pretty hefty damage now. Yeah, it is gonna happen. We are gonna die eventually. So that's definitely something that we need to watch out for. But obviously, that's the reason why these guys have piercing weapons. They will eventually be able to murder us. Funnily enough, we do seem to be winning, aren't we? I feel like we are winning, but maybe not. I mean, you can see at the top of the screen how we're doing. I don't think... no, well, kind of. I mean, we're basically, it's pretty much even, to be honest. It's pretty much even, so yeah, not great. Not particularly pleased about that. Let me actually just pick up these stones real fast. I'm going to try and see if I can throw the stone at some of these people down here. If they go up the stairs, yeah, here we go. Okay, come on now. Okay. Oh. Okay, you know, that's the funny thing. I literally used it, right? I literally used it beforehand, and he didn't throw it. You need to hold it down or something like that? It felt to me like you needed to hold it down. Anyway, whatever the case, doesn't really matter. We're going to kill a whole bunch anyway. It would be nice if we could get to actually, I was going to say 275 and two-handed, but no, we don't even need that. We just need 250. How are my forces doing, though? I think they're actually doing okay. You know what? Should I... You know what I'm going to do? Yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put down my anvil. Going to put it down round about here. And then we're literally just going to use this. It's going to do so much damage, or it should do so much damage. Yeah, 1300 to 26 targets. That's pretty decent. And then we're just going to cast our spell here. I don't know if that's going to really do anything. I kind of hope it does, but if it doesn't, well, then that's just how it is. Now, let me just pick up this stone here. I'm going to do it a lot better this time around, because I know how it works now. So let's see. Yep, there you go. See, that was a lot better. All right. Okay, so let's see if we can... Oh, yeah. Oh, my weapon's now on fire, apparently. So I'm now doing fire damage. That's nice. Some good damage here. Even if I just weaken a couple of them, that's fine, because that means that our forces will have a much easier time eliminating them, of course. And, well, we are going to obviously wait and see whether we can use our Rune of Wrath and Ruin again. I actually appreciate that probably the most, just because it is directly helping us to eliminate enemies. And it's very, very easy, very simple to use. And my units don't need to be anywhere close by. Let's use it again. Boom! There you go! Nice damage! Look at that! I just kind of wish that we had, well, a little bit more damage with it. You know, a little bit more damage with it, and that we also would get some experience from getting kills with it as well. That would be nice. Okay, so let me just pick up this stone here, and I'm just gonna get ready. Nice. It didn't explode this time for some reason. I don't know why. Nice. It bounced off. I think I need to actually make sure that it hits the ground. I think that's the thing that actually makes it explode, rather than it hitting a person. Because if it hits a person, it doesn't seem to explode. So I think I need to be less accurate. I know. Crazy, right? Yeah, we should be fine here, though. As you can see, we are actually inflicting massive, massive damage. And we've got 9 seconds until our rune is back. Let me see if I can eliminate these guys. And we should be fine here. There we go. And then we're just going to use it. Yeah, we're just going to use it right here. Boom, there we go. Nice damage. We're actually eliminating quite a few people. Let's use this as well. Use that as well. I think we're actually fine. It feels like we're actually okay. So I don't think I need to worry too much. Let me just switch back to my two-handed here, even though I should probably not do that, considering it's so slow. But as you can see... Oh, we actually destroyed his shield, and we set him on fire. Did you see that? We actually set him on fire. That's crazy. I didn't even realize we could do that. That's cool. Alright, yeah, so otherwise, let's have a look. Yeah, we've killed 500 now. Yeah, this is definitely a done deal. There is no way the enemy is going to come back from this. So, yeah, we have now taken one of the only towns from Wissenland. I actually don't know. Do they have anything else? I don't think so, right? I don't think they have any other towns. They do have a couple of castles in the area, I think. But I think that's pretty much it. And that's going to be wonderful for us. That's going to be so nice because it's going to be easy for us to just sweep across the last remaining castles that they have available. And then we will be in a great position to... I don't even know what. Because the main reason why I was actually... The main reason why I was actually doing this is to get some blessed water. But for some reason, I haven't gotten any. Someone said that you can get them from these people. And I was like, yes, okay, I would love to do that. But for some reason, we're not getting any in the loot. In the sieges that we're doing right now. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, to be honest. Because I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to gain quite a few from such large endeavors. I mean, we're doing such a big deal here, you know? It's a pretty big deal to do a siege, you know? So I was kind of hoping. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need to run back up here, to be honest, because otherwise I'm going to get death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. And we're just going to do this. Okay, that didn't actually do as much as I thought it would. Yeah, that also didn't do as much as I thought it would. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so I do have this. This is ready. Boom, there we go. Nice little bit of damage. Let's buff ourselves. And then we can just murder them. Oh, yes. And look at that. This guy's on fire as well. Nice. Okay, yeah, we can't cleave through these guys, unfortunately. But hopefully soon, once we get blessed water from this siege. I mean, this is a very large siege, so I think considering it's a larger siege than the castles, I think we'll probably get our hands on the blessed water. I think that will probably be the case, at least. But let's just see. I mean, maybe we won't. Maybe we're going to be extremely unlucky and it's not going to happen. But I'm just going to buff ourselves a little bit. I don't even know what this hearth and home thing does. It doesn't have a... Whoa, that guy literally just disappeared out of existence when I hit him with that rock. Okay, that's funny. But yeah, it doesn't have a graphic or anything like that, so I have no idea. Maybe... Yeah, there we go. Nice, there we go. Good damage, good damage. Now maybe we can just buff ourselves. And it looks like that is indeed going to be it for this particular siege. And indeed, I think, you know what? I should have probably gotten out my gun at this point. I think that probably would have made more sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I am going to die. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. We're actually getting a little bit of assistance from our forces here. That's nice. Certainly wasn't expecting that at this point, but there you go. And I think, yeah, I think we should be all good now. Yeah, I probably should have gotten out my gun. Yeah, let me get out my gun real quick. See if I can do a little bit of damage. Oh, okay, that was pretty terrible. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely say that was pretty terrible. That one was okay though. Hit him in the shoulder. Ugh, come on now, not a shoulder shot, please. Yeah, well, everyone is dead. So there you go. Should have gotten out my gun a little bit earlier, of course, but that's okay. We did get 49% of the loot. So very much hoping that at least in that 49%, we might be able to get our hands on some much needed blessed water. I mean, I came over here specifically just to do that, to be honest. So let me see. I'm just going to take what I can from the prisoners here because we are at a town now, so we can sell them almost immediately. So that's what's going to be wonderful. Question is, where's blessed water? Are we getting some? We are not getting any. Okay, we are not getting any. That's very sad. All right. I was kind of hoping, right? I was kind of hoping because I came over here specifically for that, but I guess it's okay. We have improved the dwarf's domain, right? We've actually made it so that we have a significant amount more area. Oh, wow. They are actually much larger than I anticipated. Okay. Yeah, they have a huge, huge number of towns. I'm actually really surprised that they have so many towns, but that's okay. That's all right. That means that we have more ability to, well, more opportunities, shall we say, more opportunities to do some crazy cool stuff and actually put, get our hands on some, yeah, on some blessed water. At least I hope so at some point in the near future. But yeah, anyway, there you go. 32,000 from that. I already sold my prisoners, and indeed, where are we now? So if I go down here, I think we should... Wait a minute. Let me see. Yeah, we need to take this. We need to take Blackstone Tower, of course. Then we maybe need to go over here and take these castles. And then there is actually a Dwarven faction that is at war against us. I'm surprised. All right, well... Yeah, we're going to have that. Oh, I see. That's where their army is right now. Their army is currently attempting to eliminate some dwarves. Okay, I understand that. So that means... that what we need to do is we either need to stay here and defend, which I think is probably a mistake, or we need to continue attacking. You can see here that they would have to come up this way. Yes, okay. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.